Hello, everyone. Teacher Thomas here. So, you want to be an online English teacher. You want to be able to travel and earn money while you travel anywhere in the world as long as you have a decent Wi Fi connection. You're a native English speaker, which makes you very, very fortunate because one of the most popular trending jobs in the online digital nomad world is being an English second language teacher to Chinese students. It's a very, very large market. So today in this video, I'm going to show you from my experience how you can successfully pass any mock class that you might take as an interview process to get on board with various online English companies. Okay, so regardless of the company, you can see the company I work for as US Kid, but regardless of the company that you're applying to, they're all going to ask you to either do a mock class live with the interviewer, which means you pretend that they're a student and begin to teach a class, or you record a video of yourself pretending that you have a student and you're teaching a mock class. So this is the key thing to getting on board with any online company. In this video today, I'm going to show you how to pass that mock class with the utmost confidence, and in addition to that, how to become a successful online English teacher. So even if you're already with a company or you know the mock class scale and you don't need help in that regard, stay tuned because I've got a lot of behind the scenes inside tips for you that I think will help anyone, even if you already have experience teaching online. I know it's worked for me and I think it'll work for you. So please stay tuned till the end for the inside tips on how to be a successful online English teacher. So step one, before you even think about doing an actual mock class, you got to make sure you've got proper equipment. So make sure you have a good quality laptop or home PC. I know there are students that use mobile devices, but as a teacher, it's really not conducive to all of the necessities that required with the online platforms. Now you can see my schedule here. What's great about being an online teacher, you open up whatever times of day that you're available, and that's where you'll get your bookings. And then if you want to remove some of those slots later so that you don't get bookings or overwhelmed with bookings, you can do that as well. But I've just got a Lenovo right here. It's a very decent computer. I've also got the external webcam and I've got it mounted at eye level. Okay, so these are two of the most critical pieces of equipment. I like the HD external camera, and I'll put a link to all of the equipment that I use in the description box below. So in addition to that, you really need a good headset. Buy a good high quality headset, not some $30, $50 headset, but actually spend the money and get a good quality headset, and it'll have a great microphone. And this is important to reduce any echo. So even if you're using earbuds and stuff, you can get echo because it's a live video feed, right? And your voice is being projected into a large room oftentimes. So it's just much better to have the headset. It's better for your hearing of the student's pronunciation, and it's better for them listening to you speak. So definitely get a good headset. It's the best way to go. In addition to that, you're going to need background material. I use a big, large size portable on wheels whiteboard. I think this is simplistic but very, very effective because you're flexible. You can change it to anything and decorate it to any style or any lesson plan. So that's basically the first part of the equipment: the computer, the external camera, the headset, and something very nice for the background. You don't want too much depth in your background. So if you don't have a board, you want to face your camera towards a wall so that the wall is behind you. Okay, so let's get down to the basics. How do you pass a mock class so that you can join an online English company and make a good salary as an English second language teacher online? Let's get into the details of the equipment. So, first and foremost, you don't want any camera movement, right? So you want that external camera at eye level, and you want it to be very stable. It's a bad thing that if every time you do an action, your camera moves, because this motion can actually make the students nauseous because your camera's moving. So it's vitally important to have that camera fixed where there's no movement at all to the camera. Another thing that's critical is the lighting. You want your students to be able to see you clearly. You don't want to scare them. Boo! So that's really critical. The basics of your equipment. Good camera angle, very stable, no movement, and good lighting. You can see I have a limited amount of shadow on my background here. I'm using some floor lighting as well as overhead lighting. Now you can't avoid all shadow play, right? You're always going to have some little bit of shadow play there. But if you adjust your lighting just right, it's going to be very, very minimal, okay? So you don't want too much shadow play. Try to adjust your lighting. I think floor lighting helps a lot to counteract the overhead lighting. Okay, so let's get down to the basics. How do you pass a mock class so that you can join an online English company and make a good salary as an English second language teacher online? One of the most important things that you need to make sure you understand is this acronym, TPR. TPR stands for Total Physical Response. Okay, you've got your camera set perfectly, your lighting's good, you got a good background, you got a good headset, and your computer. You're ready to go. Now let's get into the details of actually teaching the mock class in a way that will improve your score by the interviewer or the person reviewing your mock class video. This is key. If you get a high score during the mock class, then that will determine your starting salary with the company. So, here's some examples of TPR. Look. Listen. Speak. Speak loudly. Circle. Click. Happy. So as silly as it may seem to be using the TPR along with the language, it's vitally important. And the online companies want to see the teacher using TPR for every slide. Okay, so even if there's not a whole lot of TPR needed for a particular slide, you can always use the look, what do you see, listen, right, speak, right, and there's a whole lot of basic TPR that you can find online. I'm not going to go through them all here today, but basically it's hand gestures as well as facial expressions, okay? So this helps the students with memorization, right? So you always have an action that goes along with the target language. So remember, TPR, study your TPR, and definitely use a lot of TPR in the mock class. Another big key to successfully passing your mock class is to have some props and have your props within reach. For example, I have color flashcards. Very important to have your colors. And of course, your numbers, right? Gotta have some number flashcards. And of course, you need letters, right? So these are very, very helpful. If that's all you have during a mock class, at least that gives something for you to show them that you do have some props and you know how to use your props. Now, in addition to flashcards, you also want to have like some stuffed animals within reach, right? And these animals you will use very often that go along with the lesson, right? So example, one of the lessons is about what do animals like to eat? The monkey likes to eat. Can you guess? That's right. Bananas. Very good. Monkey likes bananas. Right? So it's very, very good idea to have a lot of animal props. In addition to that, you can use rewards.
Most of the virtual classes has an animated star that you can click on and give the student a star as a reward. So what I like to do is have an additional star. When I'm giving the star, you get a star, right? So they get the animated star, and they also see that I'm giving them the star, right? Just a good idea. And then I have like a smiley face. Oh, you get a smiley face, right? So it's important to have some props that are only for rewards for the students. Now here's another one that I use, and you're going to see it in some of these inside video clips. This is called the puppy go home game, right? And you can see that the students can follow the progress of the puppy. Now what I tell them is, if you speak loudly, puppy can go home. Okay? So they understand that if they speak loudly, then I'm going to let puppy go, right? So let's say the students complete a really good sentence and everyone is speaking loud. Boom, I give them a star, and then go puppy go, go puppy go, puppy's going home, yay, thank you. So this is called a secondary reward. And there's many different styles of secondary rewards, but it's kind of nice to have something in addition to just the reward stars, right? So if you can think of some game, and some teachers put like a tree and then place an apple on the tree, how many apples can you get on the tree? Be creative with your secondary reward games, right? And the students really, really like the puppy go home, especially the younger students. Now with some of the older students, I don't use the puppy reward game because it's a little bit below their level, right? They're just not really into it that much. The younger students, I find 90% of my classes really like that secondary reward game. But if you're dealing with older students, you have to kind of make an evaluation during the introduction phase, if it's a brand new class, whether or not that's really fitting for them. If not, just use the star rewards, and then you can put stars on the board beside the student's name too, which kind of makes it personal. All right, so props are very crucial. Make sure you have all of that within reach that corresponds with the lesson of the mock class. This will really impress the company with your skills. Another very crucial factor for success in passing your mock class is the environment. Now, what do I mean by environment? That means that you are virtually on a big screen inside the classroom, and it's up to you to create the environment. The best thing you can do is be very friendly. Always wear a smile, right? Even on your worst day, you got to present that smile, right? And you got to be friendly and energetic. All of these kind of things help create a positive, fun learning environment. So don't forget that when you're in your mock class, you got to turn that trigger on. You got to be childlike. You got to be entertaining, right? Get on the level of the children. It's just as much entertainment as it is education, right? So when we think about environment, that's all about you. How do you present yourself, right? You create the environment. If you're just kind of ho-hum and very, very formal, maybe you're not going to get as much participation from the students. On the other hand, if your environment is very friendly, very energetic, very positive, you're going to get a lot more output from those students, which is really, really key. So focus on your environment. By that, I mean focus on yourself. How are you dressed? My school's colors, my company, is blue, kind of a cobalt blue. And I always like to wear a collared shirt. A lot of teachers wear t-shirts, and that's fine, right? I just feel more comfortable if I've got a collar on, right? When I'm in a class setting, I think it's just more appropriate. So your appearance is part of the environment, right? So, but it's mainly about attitude. And I get asked a lot, Teacher Thomas, how do you get so much output and participation from students? Other teachers really struggle to get the students to speak and really participate in the class. And my answer is always the environment. The environment that I create. When I pop into their classroom and that camera comes on, boom, Teacher Thomas is ready to rock and roll, right? I've got to be engaging. I got to let the students know that I'm passionate about what I'm doing. And then Even the most shy students that don't want to speak will begin to respond, and I can get output from the students. So now let's talk about the output. So one of the most important things about getting more student output is to recognize these two acronyms. So TTT, we call this teacher talk time. And then STT is student talk time. So what we want to do is we want to increase the student talk time and lower the teacher talk time. Now it depends on the level of the students, but as you progress through the 25-minute lesson, you want to lead them into sentence formation, right? So early on in the lesson, you might say, "Look, I see an apple." And the students repeat exactly what you said, right? I see an apple. And of course, I'd have an apple and the letter A, right? I'd throw some props out there to go with that. But here's the thing. As you progress through the lesson, if you're only having the students repeat what you said, then you've got about 50-50 teacher talk time and student talk time. Maybe even a little bit more teacher talk time because you also have instruction language, right? Can you click and say, right? So they're not going to repeat that. So we're talking about overall, we want less teacher talk time and more student talk time. So how do you do that? Well, later as the lesson goes, you can say, for example, what is this? The students are struggling. They don't know how to form the sentence, right? So I can say, this is a giraffe. Good job, right? So the students repeated exactly what I said. But later, as we go through, maybe there's another animal, right? And I'm going to say, what is this? This is. Good job, right? So I'm leading them to this is a rabbit, right? So this is how you decrease the teacher talk time and increase the student talk time, is by leading them into making sentences on their own. So you're not giving the language, you're receiving the language, okay? So this is very important. If you can apply some of this to your mock class, they will be very, very impressed. So remember that. You can count down the words and you can lead them into forming a sentence without repeating what you say. Okay? This is mostly done in progression as the lesson progresses. This is how you reduce the teacher talk time and improve the student talk time. Very important. Okay, and finally, I want to give you this piece of advice. Preparation. Always make sure that you are familiar with the lesson courseware, similar to a PowerPoint. Each slide has some specific language, all right? So you want to make sure when you get the booking of your mock class, they will send you the booking link, and when you click on that booking link, you can go view the courseware material before your mock class. Memorize every slide. Usually in a mock class, it's only going to be 5 or 7 minutes, so you're going to have 4 or 5 slides total, okay? So definitely go out of your way and be prepared. Have the relevant props, flashcards, and animals at hand that go along with the particular courseware of the mock class, okay? Really do your preparation. This way, you're not going to be unfamiliar with the next slide when you turn to the next slide, okay? So preparation is key, not only in the mock class, but after you get established as an online teacher, you always want to review all the courseware material prior to you entering the classroom. You got to have familiarity with the material, and that allows you to prepare the flashcards and the relevant props for that lesson ahead of time. So that way when you enter the classroom, you are ready to go. So preparation is definitely key to the mock class and continuing as an online English teacher. Okay, guys, last but certainly not least, remember, have fun. If you have fun, your students are going to have fun. So be a kid, right? Some of the lessons you have game scenarios where the students come up and do interactives on the screen and play a game, right? So when you get to a section that the slide says, do you want to play a game, right? You can put on a little game hat. Do you want to play a game? Yes. Yes. Okay, let's go. Okay, guys, so we covered all of the basics to get you ready for this mock class. Remember to wear that smile, have fun, be energetic, control the environment, right? Number one, make sure your equipment's in good order. You got to have your computer raised so you're not looking down at your computer screen and then looking up at your camera. These little small details are crucial, right? So get your equipment set properly, all right? Make sure you have a very stable external webcam if you can. If you have to use the camera within your laptop, you can do that as well, but obviously you can't tilt the screen of your laptop without affecting the angle of the camera. This is why I like to use an external HD camera. Okay, so make sure you got that good headset. So basically we've covered the equipment, right? The camera angle, the lighting, and then the environment that you're going to create. Make sure that you are aware of the fact that you are the environment. You create the environment in that classroom. Okay, it's all on you. If you want good student participation and you want to be a successful teacher, you have got to keep that in mind all the time. Even when you're sick on a bad day, it doesn't matter. You have got to be that energetic, positive, fun teacher. And this will definitely help you get more and more bookings as an online English teacher. You've got to be rememberable, okay? Don't forget that when these parents or assistant teachers click your profile, they're the ones deciding if they're going to book your class, okay? So if you've never had that particular student or that particular assistant teacher with a group of students, if it's your first time with them, you really got to make that impression. That way, that student or that teacher will select you again next time they want to book, right? They're going to be like, wow, Teacher Thomas was so much fun, so engaging, and really got a lot of output language, student talk time from my class. Therefore, I'm going to book him next time he's available. This is the key, okay? Don't ever let your guard down. Always think of that competitive nature. There's more and more teachers with their profiles that teachers and students can book another teacher just as easily as they can book you. So that's a competitive nature. Never lose sight of that. Always take every class very seriously as like it's your very first class with that student or that group of students and that assistant teacher, okay? If you come with that approach, then you're always going to be working hard to make sure you're rememberable and they will book you again. Okay guys, so I hope you'll stick around till the end of this video, even if you're already an online English teacher, because I've got some pro tips at the end that I think are going to be very valuable. So please hang around and watch all the video. I'm going to insert some actual behind the scenes and live classroom footage for you right here. Pay close attention to the things that we discussed earlier when we were getting ready to prepare for the mock class, right? The TPR that I'm using, the leading the students, the rewards, the props. Pay attention to everything in these little clips because I think they're very valuable for you to understand exactly why it's so important to initiate all of these factors into your online teaching world. Okay, so hang around all the way till the end and I'll give you some pro tips right after a live behind the scenes classroom video. Okay, thanks a lot. Good. You say, this is a husky dog.
This is a husky dog. This is a husky dog. This husky dog is
Good job. Very good. I have to give you 1 star. Alice, go. Alice, go. Everyone, can you say the mouse
The mouse
likes to eat?
likes to eat
Cheese.
cheese.
Good job. Shh. 1, 2, 1, 2. Candy, Candy, listen. Rabbit. Good job.
The cat likes to fish.
Girls, hey, Alice, Candy, Jessica, you should be quiet when Eric is speaking. Be quiet. I cannot hear Eric. You're speaking. Okay? Okay, everyone, let's say together. The cat
The cat likes to eat.
Good job! Another star! Good job! Look, can you match? Match the animals to the food. Look, teacher can try. Cats like to eat fish. Yes or no?
Cats, that's what teacher try. Cats like to eat fish. Yes or no?
Huh? No? Yes. Okay, who can try? Jessica, go, Jessica. Remember, you have to make the sentence.
Which animal likes to eat cheese? 3, 2, 1.
The like to eat.
The mouse likes to eat cheese.
Perfect. High five. Good job, Jessica. Boo, boo, boo. Go home, puppy.
Go home.
Go home, puppy.
Go home. Go.
Puppy is home. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good job.
Goodbye. Okay, bye-bye. See you. I love you.
I love you.
Be happy. Be happy.
Happy.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Hello. How are you today? Are you happy? Ooh, say, yes. I am happy. Good job. My name is Thomas. Can you say, hello, Teacher Thomas? Very good. Wow. Can you say hello to my friend? His name is Puppy. Say, hello, Puppy. Hello. Ooh, what animal is Puppy? Is Puppy a monkey? Yes or no? No, not a monkey, no. Is Puppy, panda? No. Good job. Look, puppy is here. Puppy wants to go home. Can you say, go home, puppy? Okay. You speak loudly and puppy can go home. Okay? Are you ready? Go. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. What is it? Oh, look. What do you see? Let me see. Shapes. I see shapes. I see shapes. Say, I see a circle. Can you make a circle? Let's make. I can make a circle. Ah, make a circle. There you go. There you go. Good job. Good job. I have to give you 1 star. Very good. You say, go, puppy, go. Go, puppy, go. Go, puppy, go. Oh, puppy's going home. Thank you. You say that? Triangle. Say, I see. Good job. Very good. Can you make a triangle? Oh. There you go. Good job. Say, I can make a triangle. All right. Can you draw a triangle with your finger? Can you go 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3. Triangle. Very good. I see a square. Very good. What shape is it? Good job, everyone. It's a triangle. Good job. What else does teacher have? See, what shape is this? A square? The ball? Good job. A circle. Yes. Say, I see a square. Very good. Another star. I see a circle. I see a square. Stand up. Stand up. Okay. Now, I point. You say, okay, what shape do you see? What shape do you see? What shape do you see? Say, I see shapes. Good job. Say, go home, puppy. Go home, puppy, go home. Yay, puppy is home. Thank you. Goodbye. All right. Good job. High five, everyone. Boom, boom, boom. Time to say goodbye. You say, goodbye, goodbye. See you again. Okay, thank you, teacher. Thank you, students. Bye-bye. Sometimes when you don't feel good, you got a sore throat, it doesn't matter. You know, I mean, once that camera comes on, you got to forget about anything that's wrong with you. You got to, it's just as much entertainment as it is education.
Okay, guys, so that's a wrap. I hope this helps you. I hope this helps you prepare for your mock class so that you will get on board with one of these fantastic online English companies and you will begin to enjoy a newfound career from the comfort of your own home. You don't have to travel, right? You can wake up in the morning, get your coffee ready, and start preparing for your lessons for that day. Now, you can make anywhere from 20 to 40 US dollars per hour teaching online. So it's a pretty decent secondary career. If you don't have a background in teaching, don't worry about it. If you're a native English speaker and you have a bachelor's degree, then put together all the relevant experience that you have in working with children, whether it was your own children, whether you were a volunteer at the school, a youth sports coach, anything and everything that you can put in your resume, in your CV that connects you with experience in dealing with children. Okay, maybe not as a professional educator, a licensed teacher, but it is relevant, right? It is very, very relevant. Remember, you're teaching English as a second language, so you have to be very patient with the students. Give them time to soak in what you said, right? Give them time to respond. Leave those gaps in between. Sometimes it's important that you be quiet and let the students speak, right? While you're listening, okay? Very crucial, and always correct their pronunciation. If a student makes a mistake in pronouncing a word like triangle, right? Triangle, right? Make sure you make those corrections. That's basically our job. A lot of teachers will let things slide, but it's better to take that little bit of time and get that pronunciation correction in there, okay? That way they see that your skills as a native English speaker are being repeated by non-native students to the language, but it's being repeated correctly because you are using the details of the pronunciation and you're correcting that student's pronunciation and then getting that target language back correctly. Okay, and be happy. Rewards, high fives. Students love high fives, right? Be this kind of teacher, and I promise you, you will have success in this online English teaching world. All right, I hope that helps you. This is Triple T right here at Teacher Thomas Thailand YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the video today, please hit that red subscribe button down below. And if you have any questions about additional information when it comes to being a successful online teacher or preparing for your mock class, you can send me a private message. I have a Facebook link on the YouTube channel as well, or you can put a comment in this video down below and ask your question, and I'll do everything I can to try to help you and answer those questions. Okay? I appreciate you subscribing to Triple T. I hope this video will help you become a successful online teacher. All right? Bye-bye, everyone. Teacher Thomas. Thank you.